Hi there, and welcome to Hyundai Power Equipment. My name's Adrian, and today we're going to look at the HYTR60Li Grass Trimmer. I've laid the contents of the packaging out on the table for you to see. First of all, we have the head unit itself. Then we have the lower guard. A little bit of fitting is needed with this, I shall show you that. The centre handle, again, needs to be fitted, I shall show you that. The battery pack, the battery charger, and last but not least, the user manual. Now I do recommend that you read the user manual thoroughly before use. And that's the contents of your packaging. Let's start by getting the battery charged. So the battery charger has a slot on either side and the battery has a groove on either side. There are 3 holes in the battery and it simply slides into that groove and push it firmly home. Once you've inserted the battery charger plugs into a normal 13 amp wall socket, and charging the battery will take around an hour and 30 minutes on initial charge. Once it's charged, you will see a solid green light on the battery charger on the top here. Once that solid green light is there, unplug the charger from the mains and simply slide out the battery ready for use. Moving on to the assembly. Firstly, let's fit the centre handle. Now the centre handle needs to be curved forwards in this direction towards the bottom of the strimmer when you fit it onto the handle. So the wing nut will be on the left hand side as you look down the pole. The first thing to do is remove the wing nut. I will give you a close-up of this. Remove the wing nut and the bolt and simply push the handle firmly down over the pole. Then you can replace the bolt and replace the wing nut. Now this handle will rotate on the shaft so you can get it in line with where you want it to be. There we are. On the same note, the position of this handle this way along the pole can be altered simply by loosening the nut and sliding it to the position which you find most comfortable for the balance of the unit. And of course this may vary depending on how far out you have the telescopic. So if you change the length of the handle of the unit, you may want to move the handle up and down to suit the balance point. So that's fitting the upper handle. So as I say, simply snap it into position, refit the bolt from the right hand side and on with the wing nut. And then position the handle to the position that best suits yourself in either direction and tighten the wing nut. And that's fitting the handle. So moving on, we need to fit the lower guard. Now the lower guard fits on the bottom here. You'll see there's a corresponding shape and fits into the lower handle. We'll just make sure that the cable isn't attached and slides in there simply like that. Once you've fitted it, I will give you a close-up again, you'll see a small crosshead screw here which will need tightening up. I'll give you a close-up of that. As I say, you'll see the shape that corresponds with the shape in the head. Simply slide it into position, making sure that the black parts are down hard against the blue, and then with your crosshead screwdriver tighten up this screw here. Screw it down tight till you feel resistance, and that's the lower guard fitted. Please take note that on the underside of the guard is a cord cutter here, which is a very sharp blade which will trim your cord to length as it goes round, and it does have a little plastic protective cover. So during use, remove the cover, and then as the cord rotates it will automatically be trimmed to its maximum length. So I'll just replace the cover because this is fairly sharp. So let's move on to removing and fitting the battery. To fit the battery, much the same as it was with the charger, the 3 holes in first, simply place it in the back of the unit and push home firmly until you hear a click. To remove the battery for charging, simply push up on this tab at the bottom, the battery will pop out and remove it again ready for charging. Simple as that, very quick to change the battery. The trimming head on your trimmer can be rotated through at least 180 degrees so that you can use it for edging. To rotate the unit, you'll see a little sliding collar here. Simply you pull back and you can rotate the head to a full 180 degrees. I'll give you a close-up of that operation. So simply pull back on this rear collar and you can rotate the head through 180 degrees for edging. On a further note, to extend the pole, simply rotate the lower bush, loosening off the clamp, and then the head can be extended or retracted. Once you've found the length you want, simply tighten back up on this collar to lock it in position. When you want to collapse it down for storage, simply loosen the collar, slide it back in, and that's the operation of the extender and rotator unit on the column. So we're having fully charged our battery and fully assembled the trimmer. To start it, you need to firstly push the button which will release the trigger and let it start. So push the button, pull the trigger. When you release the trigger, the button will pop out and you can't inadvertently start it when you put it down. So push the button, pull the trigger. And that's the operation of the trigger itself. Well, I do hope you found this demonstration useful. For more information on this or any of our other products, simply visit www.hyundaipowerequipment.co.uk. I've been Adrian and happy trimming.